Assalamu alaikum, dear listeners. I hope you're all fine and doing very well. This is Asif Sultan, and you're listening to English Podcast with Asif. Today, I am very glad to come up with the next episode of the series. I know I am very late. I have not been able to record the podcast for a long time. I'm sorry for that. Actually, I received many messages and mails from the students and friends to resume the podcast, and here I am again with the help of Almighty and with your support. Thank you so much for that. Today, the speaker is Miss Asiya Amin. I'm sorry to her also because this episode was recorded I think a month or two ago, and I have not been able to edit it and then put it on YouTube for you all. I'm sorry to all of you. So let's begin. Today we are going to talk about a very important but underrated topic. This is an ignored topic, that is about emotions. The effect of emotions, especially on our public speaking, on our speaking. We will learn today that how emotions are going to help us in becoming a better public speaker. Remember one thing, that you can never ever be able to influence people by your speaking, by your words, unless your words are charged with emotions. Dale Carnegie once said, "No matter whatever you speak, you must be able to connect it to people." And it is emotions that help us to make a connection between your audience and us. And emotions are essential part of human beings. And it is okay to express your feeling of joy, express the feeling of sadness sometimes. In other words, I can say it is okay to wear your heart on your sleeves. It's an idiom. It means to express your sadness, your grief, your sad story of life. It's absolutely okay to wear your heart on your sleeves. So a brief introduction of Miss Asiya Amin. She's an entrepreneur by profession. She's also equipped with a post-graduation in business administration and has 12 years of experience in multinational companies. But as a person, she's a great lover of literature. She adores reading books and listening to and sharing stories, as she herself admits that she's hungry of making human connection. So that's what she's talking about, a way of creating human connection, that is emotions. So here we go.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. I would like to thank Mr. Asif Sultan for giving me an opportunity to share my views on the effect of emotions in public speaking. This subject is very, very close to my heart because we have been raised or conditioned with the belief that being emotional or showing emotions is not a sign of great strength, and one tends to be strong-headed and very, very logical and being in charge of one's mind and heart and emotions. So I would like to throw more light on what is the role of emotions when you're trying to communicate, when you're trying to connect, or when you're trying to have an impact on a set of people, a group of people, one person, or millions. Because at the end of the day, we all humans need one thing, that is connection. Yes, connection. That is our basic deep desire, basic inbuilt desire. Let me start with how nature is, whatever nature has made, whatever nature has done, whether it is to this earth or any living being or any non-living being. We all know that nature is perfect, nature is correct. Whatever our Almighty has made, in whatever way, wherever He has made that, it is at its right place and its right form. It's us humans who have, disturbed this entirely equilibrium. Forests are no more there. The course of rivers are being changed. The air is being polluted. everything has been disturbed, and we are witnessing the consequences of that everywhere, whether it is air quality, soil quality, food quality, rise of diseases, global warming. It is all disturbance of equilibrium, disturbance of the flow of nature the way it was supposed to be. God doesn't make mistakes, nature doesn't make mistakes, humans make mistakes. We don't have to forget that. God has made us emotional beings. It is okay to feel, and it is okay to show. When a child is born, just think of it. What are the two natural things he does? Firstly, he breathes. That's all which he knows, very involuntary. Secondly, he cries. He cries and shows his emotions. And each cry has a different tone, a different emotion. If you consult any pediatrician, he will, in an instant, say that, oh, this is a hunger cry, this is a pain cry, this is a cry of tiredness. So we were all made in nature, by nature, to show emotions, to create connection by showing and saying what we feel. So why cage ourselves? Why stop that natural flow? And by stopping that natural flow, we are actually damaging our basic fundamental design of being a human being. A human being is supposed to feel, express, connect, feel others' pain, share it, and then come out with a solution, come out with even if not a solution, but a connection. So yes, what are emotions? Coming back to the topic. Emotions, is it a good thing or a bad thing? Usually people keep it out. People have been, saying it since so many years that it shows a kind of weakness, or it might portray that you are indecisive, or you have lack of judgment, and you're not intelligent enough or reasonable enough. But attitudes and perspectives have shifted. People are a lot into knowing your inner self and innocence these days. People have become more conscious about their inner self, about going on a path of self-improvement in every ways, because maybe through all these years, people see that we have been conditioned and trained to be sort of machines who give a good output, who behave well, so that we are successful, we make more fame, more money, more success. But all this is empty without feeling good, and feeling good comes out of emotion. This reminds me of a famous quote by Maya Angelou. Maya Angelou is considered to be one of the greatest teachers of her times. She says, people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did to them. But people will never forget how you made them feel. Yes, how you made them feel. You will never, any of us will never forget how a person made us feel through a few words, few gestures, or a pat of hand, or someone crying at the time of our grief or our low times, and sharing that pain and bond with us. Feelings, emotions are very, very important. They are one of the most superlative things Almighty has bestowed upon us. We share great emotions. Everything great comes out of this heart. Love, pain, anger, displeasure. We show others how they have made us feel. And in that course of time, we express our differences and come to a conclusion and a settlement. And that's how people live. That's the fundamental of the survival of the fittest of a human being, because he has gone through a lot. whether it was through decades and centuries of war, of capitalizations, of fights, of love, of whatever. Emotions play a very, very important role. All great politicians, actors, speakers, therapists work on the wavelength of emotion. A great actor is never great actor if he's not able to, show true traits of a character and emote it in his acting. We say, oh my God, we cried in that movie when he was crying. We laughed when he was laughing. Why? Because he could stir those emotions inside us. A great politician, when he's giving a speech, when he's trying to influence, when he's trying to bring people together on a certain idea or on a certain thought, or any religious leader or any motivational speaker, he knows how to identify his own emotions, where he's coming from, the emotions of his audience, and how to propagate it further, how to create that flow between him and his audience. Firstly, we have to understand that whatever is natural is right. So emotions are not wrong. Showing emotions is not incorrect. And if we curb it, if we actually cage ourselves and not show emotions, which is happening to the world today, what is destroyed? What is destroyed? Because emotions are the basis of humanity, the fundamental of humanity. And what is lacking in today's world is empathy, humanity. People are not conscious enough to feel what they are feeling, what they are going through, the good, the bad, and the ugly, which is all those things which is bothering them, their internal demons. They're not able to feel them, identify them, work on them, and then they're not empathetic enough to see that, okay, it is okay for a person to behave in a certain way or to feel in a certain way, and therefore they are not judgmental about it. Their emotional intelligence has become so less that they are functioning more as machines. My dear friends, we are not machines. We are humans. We have a heart. We have the capacity to feel and love and understand. Brain research shows that without emotions, there is no memory. Yes, it is fact. Many years ago, there was a famous procedure done to certain people who had suffered a heartbreak or immense emotional traumatic pain. They used to go through a procedure called as frontal lobotomy. Frontal lobotomy erased some painful parts of a human brain called hypothalamus, which a person had experienced. But what happened in these subjects, the people who had gone through that, is that there was a huge memory loss, and these people couldn't function properly after that procedure. Because, for a good memory, if there are no emotions, your memory cannot function properly. So it is very, very dangerous to disturb the equilibrium which nature and God has created. Mind and heart, mind and emotions work hand in hand. So you have to have right set of emotions and the ability to express them, handle them, and share them in order to function logically also. Your logic has to be backed by an emotion, otherwise it will be very, very bland and ineffective. Coming back to public speaking, if you want someone to remember you, your idea, your pitch, everything, you have to be emotional. You have to display the right set of emotion. Of course, it doesn't have to be in a forceful way, but emotions are very, very important. People can see through whenever you are discussing with them, or whenever you are narrating or sharing a story with them, whether it is bland or whether it is actually out of a feeling. People can only connect with you when you are trying to connect with them. Otherwise, your speech would be very, very bland and ineffective. Usually what happens that people try to, you know, don't they don't show their emotions while they are, having this public speaking session, or if they are having a speech, because they are fearful of showing their emotions, their vulnerability, their shame, their stories, or whatever they have gone through. And it does show in their public speaking. And their speech, it is so bland, it is so mechanical that it is instantly forgettable. So if we want that, we have to be unforgettable and our speech has to leave an impact on the audience. We have to show where we come from. We have to narrate that untold story, that untold emotion, what we have gone through or people have gone through. People can see that where you're coming from. Most of people can see through within a certain amount of time that whether you're interested in them, or whether you're just trying to fake it up, or just narrating a thing which you don't believe in. Your body language, your expressions, your gestures show it all. Coming back to how much emotion is enough, we have to maintain a natural flow. We have to connect, we have to share our stories, and then you have to be honest about what you went through, what inadequacies or what weaknesses did you feel while you were going through a certain phase or a situation. Don't be afraid to express when you were hurt and the mistakes you made, because when you show your scars, people are more comfortable sharing their stories, share their scars, and then they say, oh, this is her story, this is my story too. And it gives them more strength, more courage to share their part of the story and be empathetic towards people. And yes, there is no shame, we have to understand, in being natural, being human, being able to express and thinking that it's okay to be wrong, to be hurt, to be flawed, to be broken, because it is a part of a human behavior, and that's what makes us human. You know what dries us up, what makes us cold and less humans? The pain of an untold story inside us. It dries you up. It dries you up the way it dries a plant up when it is surrounded by a wall, because the rain, the sun, the soil, they all give plant nourishment. Similarly, expression, going through a certain set of emotions and expressing them and conveying them, does help us grow, does help us flourish. It nourishes us. It nourishes our mind, body, soul. It helps us in connecting with our audience. It helps us in creating that impact, creating that, in creating that wow effect. If you think about anything which we want in life, whether it is hopes, dreams, desires, the basic fundamental, the basic root cause of it is emotions. We want to feel good. We want to do well in life, to be appreciated. We want to have a great relationship. We want to have a great career. All this is to feel good, and feeling good is an emotion. We want to create an impression on people. We want people to love us, appreciate us. That is also an emotion. So if you're not coming out of a place of emotion, people will not relate to you. People will not understand you. There are 3 primary things which will help you in creating effective communication in public speaking when you are coming with emotions. Firstly, you have to understand that you have to speak what you believe in. You have to narrate your part of story. You have to understand your passion, your emotion. Second, you have to understand your audience emotional state, in what state they are, And then you have to create a connection, like a circuit between them. You have to narrate your story and share with them, connect with them through gestures, words, dialogues, feedback, and thereby create a long lasting impact. And then you have to tell an emotional truth. Yes, that is very, very important. Emotional truth is very, very important because it shows you might fool some people sometime, other people other time. You can't fool all the people all the time. Your words are backed up by your gestures, then by your actions, and then by your body language. Your smiles and your eyes say it all. Your emotions do form a very, very telepathic kind of connection with your audience. Maintain a natural flow. Be honest. Be yourself. So, we have to remember, I would like to conclude that don't forget the basic desire, the basic make of a human being. Emotion, the ability to feel. We need more empaths, more people with a great heart, with great humanity to make this world a better place. Let's behave as humans and not as machines. Machines are enough. We have so many of them. They're causing enough, damage or whatever to this world. There is nothing greater than a beauty of a human heart, a beauty of a human touch, the beauty of a human smile. So yes, while you are communicating, do it with emotion, do it with love, share pain, joy, beauty, inadequacies, whatever you have, and see what a better place this world would be, what great connections you would make with people, how people will love you, admire you, and follow you. You would become a great lover, a great teacher, a great leader, a great family man, and of course, a happy person. That is which is most important. Thank you and all the best.
Thank you very much, dear students and dear friends, and thank you, Miss Asiya, for this beautiful talk. I hope all of you enjoyed and learned a lot of language and a lot of ideas also. So let me know in the comment box how you find it, and till then, take care. God be with you.